Welcome to the EV Hotwire newsroom, brought to you by HopCharge, powering India's EV journey with on-demand doorstep charging. I'm your host, Sarah. It's the second week of August 2026, and India is just one day away from Independence Day. A very happy 80th Independence Day to all of you watching. The monsoon has been generous this week, and the EV industry has been just as active, with a wave of quarterly earnings, big product previews, and one very significant profitability milestone. Here are your top headlines. Tata Motors passenger vehicle profit fell more than 80%, but its EV volumes rose 112% to a new quarterly record. Tata Motors commercial vehicle profits jumped 83% with a 47% share of the electric small commercial vehicle market. Mahindra's EV business has officially turned profitable, reversing a 101 crore rupee loss from just a year ago. Mahindra is planning its biggest EV product day ever with 4 reveals lined up for August 15th. The Mahindra BE6 Sportec has been officially teased, launching this Independence Day. The UK is considering weakening its EV targets, with implications for India's EV exports. And the Tata Punch EV facelift has scored a full 5-star Bharat NCAP safety rating. Let's get into the details. Our top story. Tata Motors Passenger Vehicles has delivered its most complex earnings report in years. Tata Motors Passenger Vehicles Limited reported Q1 FY27 consolidated net profit falling more than 80% year-on-year to between 775 and 859 crore rupees, down from 3,924 crore in Q1 FY26. Revenue rose 9.3% to 95,800 crore rupees. EBITDA margin fell 130 basis points to 7.4%. But look past the profit line, because that's where the real story is. MD and CEO Shailesh Chandra said, quote, Q1 FY27 marked a strong start to the year, with industry beating 46% year-on-year volume growth. Our leadership in electric mobility strengthened further, with record quarterly EV volumes of over 34,000 units and 112% year-on-year growth. The profit crash was driven by JLR's transition challenges and severe commodity headwinds. Steel and raw material costs hit hard, but EVs? 34,000 units a quarter, 112% growth, and 23% of Tata's total passenger vehicle sales. The story here isn't the profit fall. It's that Tata's EV engine is running at full speed, even as JLR slows the mothership. Story number 2, and the contrast with the passenger vehicle arm couldn't be sharper. Tata Motors reported Q1 FY27 consolidated commercial vehicle revenue of 20,667 crore rupees, up 19% year-on-year. Profit before tax up 81% to 3,049 crore. Profit after tax up 83% to 2,600 crore. As of June 30th, 2026, the company was net cash positive at approximately 13,500 crore rupees. The electric side of the story is just as strong. Tata's commercial vehicle arm has more than 3,400 electric orders in hand, and around 47% share of the electric small commercial vehicle market. Overall commercial vehicle wholesales rose 26% year-on-year to 108,700 units in Q1. For the EV industry, that 47% ESCV share and 3,400 plus electric commercial vehicle orders confirm that India's electric truck and bus adoption is no longer a pilot, it's mainstream. Story 3, and this is one of the most significant EV profitability milestones of 2026. Mahindra's electric SUV business has officially turned profitable. It earned a profit before interest and tax of 288 crore rupees during April to June 2026. A year earlier, the same business reported a 101 crore rupee loss. Revenue jumped 77% from 3,068 crore rupees to 5,430 crore. The operating margin moved from negative 3.3% to positive 5.3%. That's real profitability. After accounting for depreciation on factories, equipment, and investments used to build electric SUVs, Mahindra's EV business is now genuinely earning money. And the growth pipeline is aggressive. Mahindra plans to scale monthly EV production capacity to 8,000 units by September 2026, rising to 12,000 units per month by the end of FY27, with further Chakan capacity headroom of up to 92,000 total units. The takeaway, a business that was losing money just 12 months ago, is now generating over 5,000 crore rupees a quarter. EVs in India have hit their profitability inflection point. Story 4. And this is going to be a very big Friday for Mahindra. Mahindra's Independence Day event on August 15th is expected to be one of the biggest product days in the company's EV history, with at least 4 confirmed or expected reveals. First, the launch of the BE6 Sportec. Second, the near production-ready BE07 electric SUV reveal. Third, the Vision S compact SUV debut. And fourth, a Scorpio N global pickup concept showcase. The BE07 is a mid-size electric SUV that will rival models like the Hyundai Creta Electric and the Maruti Suzuki e-Vitara. It's expected to be larger in dimensions with a longer wheelbase and has been spotted in near production form on Indian roads in recent weeks. If all 4 products show up on August 15th, this will be the single biggest EV product reveal day in Mahindra's history. Circle the date, it's just 2 days away. Story 5. Mahindra has already given us a preview of one of the August 15th reveals. On August 11th, Mahindra officially teased the upcoming BE6 Sportec variant. The social media post read, quote, "Tech got a pulse. The new BE6 Sportec arrives on the 15th of August 2026. The teaser video revealed the biggest change, a triple-screen dashboard layout. The Sportec will add a 12.3-inch passenger display to the existing dual-screen setup, creating a 3-screen layout spanning the width of the dashboard. This brings the BE6 in line with Mahindra's larger electric SUVs. Also new, a redesigned cabin with a more premium black and brown interior theme, and a matte black exterior finish. The existing 59 and 79 kilowatt-hour battery packs are expected to be retained. The current BE6 is priced between 18.90 lakh and 26.90 lakh rupees. The Sportec is expected to carry a slight premium. Story 6. A policy development from the UK that has direct implications for India. The UK government is considering a consultation on weakening its EV targets. And according to analysis by Carbon Brief, this could cost UK consumers as much as £3 billion a year by 2030. Why does this matter for India? The UK is a major export destination for India-made EVs under the recently enacted India-UK Free Trade Agreement. If UK domestic EV demand softens due to policy rollback, the export window for Tata, Mahindra and Maruti could narrow. India's EV industry will be watching the UK consultation outcome closely because it directly affects how the FTA's EV quota utilization actually plays out on the ground. Our final story this week: safety leadership at the mass market end. The 2026 Tata Punch EV facelift has scored a full 5-star Bharat NCAP safety rating for both adult and child occupant protection. 31.09 out of 32 points for adult protection and 45 out of 49 for child occupant protection. The rating applies to all 6 variants of the Punch EV, covering both the 30 kWh and 40 kWh battery pack options. And here's what makes this a genuine safety leadership moment. Every Punch EV, from base to top variant, gets 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, ESP, hill hold assist, ISOFIX anchorages, reverse parking sensors, and TPMS. Standard kit. Meaning even the base model, priced from 9.69 lakh rupees, carries the same crash protection rating as the top variant. The Punch EV is now officially India's safest electric car under 10 lakh rupees. So, to wrap this week's brief, Tata's EV engine ran at record volumes even as JLR pulled overall profits down. Tata's commercial vehicle arm delivered 83% profit growth. Mahindra's EV business flipped from a loss to a 288 crore rupee profit. Four major Mahindra reveals are locked for Independence Day. The Punch EV is now India's safest sub-10 lakh electric car. And the UK's EV policy rethink is one to watch. Wishing you and your families a very happy Independence Day. Stay safe this monsoon, celebrate well, and I'll see you next Friday. I'm Sarah, that's your EV Hotwire for the week. Until then, keep it charged.